All right, breaking news. As every day passes, Elon Musk is getting less and less popular with American voters, and right now we need to keep our foot on the gas and be telling people there is an unelected billionaire who has access to all of our sensitive information, who has access to the sensitive information of millions of federal workers, and he's trying to leverage his vast wealth, the platforms that he owns, and his political connections to essentially gut all of the programs that people rely on a day-to-day basis. And over the past week, search results on Google, searches for what is Elon Musk doing, why is Elon Musk a part of the government, have skyrocketed. So that means American voters are now paying attention. And again, it's time to double down. All that I ask is that you drop a like to help boost this message. And let's jump into this clip of Harry Enton breaking down some stats about whether or not Elon Musk is popular. And then I bring in Representative Khanna to give his opinion on what Elon Musk is doing. Make sure you stick around until the end.
The American people did not sign up for this. They voted in Donald Trump. They did not vote in Elon Musk, a key role for Musk and Trump's administration. You see this 39% support, 53%, the clear majority opposed. They don't want this. The American people don't want this.
Sorry to pause, but I will work tirelessly until that 53 is up to a 70%. Then 80%. We want the vast majority of Americans to be skeptical of the richest man in the world being a part of our institutions. But let's continue.
No. Just 36% of independents support the idea of Elon Musk having a key role in the Trump administration. So the bottom line when it comes to all of this and Elon Musk being everywhere it seems in the federal government trying to trim down the federal deficit, the American folks simply put do not want Elon Musk having a key role in the Trump administration.
Even though he has a very key role at this point. How has his own popularity sort of been impacted by this? Because if you go on Twitter or X, which he now owns, you would think he is the king of kings.
He may be the king of X or Twitter, but he ain't the king of the United States of America. And if he were the king, he'd be a very unpopular king. Elon Musk's net favorable rating, you know, back in 2016 when he was known as the SpaceX guy, right? His net favorable rating was plus 29 points. By last year, pre-fall, he had dropped all the way down to -3 as he began to take on more of a political role. Remember, as he took on X, as he bought X, formerly known as Twitter. Now look in 2025. Whoa, the bottom has fallen out. Minus 11 points, and it should be noted that Donald Trump's own net favorable rating is closer to about a net 0. So Elon Musk at this particular point is far more unpopular than Donald Trump is, who is at the apex of his popularity. In fact, what we see with Elon Musk is he is at the trough of his popularity.
Look, I think a lot of people saw them as almost a package deal. You saw him more than J.D. Vance. We don't even say J.D. Vance's name. He is the vice president. It is Musk, Musk, Musk all day, every day because of the moves he's making. So does it seem like he's sort of becoming the face of this administration?
Yeah, I think in some ways he is. He is becoming the face of this administration. Look at Google searches for Elon Musk. They're at their all-time high, since Google started tracking this back in 2004. Get this, it's up 700% from this time last year. It's like a rocket ship taking up. And you mentioned J.D. Vance. Get this, searches for Elon Musk are 7 times as high as the searches for J.D. Vance. So the idea that Elon Musk can go do this and kind of quietly go into the corner, he's becoming a face of this administration, an unpopular face at that.
And he certainly has not been quiet about any of it because he owns X and he can put everything out there, and we've seen it on a daily basis.
As someone who's quite loud, I recognize other people who are quite loud. He's quite.
All right, so I want to bring on Representative Khanna in 1 minute just to explain the role of Elon Musk. But first, I can confidently say, and I'm not even over-exaggerating, I can confidently say that Elon Musk is currently the biggest purveyor of disinformation and propaganda and lies in this modern day. And the thing is, the guy isn't even cool or funny. He just tweeted out 2 hours ago, he said, "She comes to me on this day of my Doge's wedding and makes these demands. But does she call me the Doge father? Is she even a friend?" Obviously quoting The Godfather with this terrible AI image. It is beyond parody. And if you scroll down, this dude tweets like 10 times an hour. You can only logically conclude that there is a team of people working behind Elon Musk's Twitter to spread disinformation. And he is, again, the largest purveyor of propaganda in modern day America, maybe ever, other than since like World War II. And it's hard to fight this uphill battle when every day it's a fire hose of disinformation but we will continue to fight this fight. Because if we can keep our foot on the gas, if we can keep relentlessly calling out Elon Musk's BS, then we can make him one of the most unpopular people in America. You've seen the trend. His popularity has dropped a lot. And at this rate, he is so reflective of the Trump administration. When people think of Elon Musk, they instinctually think of Trump now because they're so tied together. This is how we push back against Trump. We show that he's surrounding himself with oligarchs. Let's bring in Representative Khanna. Make sure you drop a like and watch till the end. Can you also explain to me why people should be worried about an unelected billionaire taking over the Office of Personnel Management, getting data from the Treasury? What are the implications of that?
But your question kind of already has the seeds of the answer. I mean, how can you have an unelected billionaire saying that we're going to try to stop payments to Americans or for programs that Congress has authorized? I mean, we elect Congress. Why? Because they represent the communities. They understand what the needs are, folks. Congress, an Article 1 says, okay, we're going to put money in for school lunches, for schools to have resources, for seniors to get Social Security. And what Musk is saying is, no, I'm going to have the power through code to press stop on the Treasury Department funding for anything I think is not good. I mean, there is no Article 4 in the Constitution that says we're going to give a bunch of coders the final power on whether the money goes out or not. And so it's a blatantly unconstitutional, and you see the uproar against it.
Yeah, I mean, I know this has been worn out to death, but the George Soros comparison is on the nose. It's super spot on. Could you imagine if Joe Biden, before he won, was seen walking around with George Soros courtside or at a UFC game, and then after Joe Biden wins the 2020 election, George Soros, who at the time would have to own Facebook and be using it as a distribution system, then moves in with Biden. Conservatives' heads would explode, yet Elon Musk is allowed to do a hostile takeover. What's the importance of U.S. aid? Can you explain that to the audience?
Well, first of all, U.S. aid just saves lives. It's less than 1% of our federal budget. George W. Bush started PEPFAR, which helped save millions of lives in Africa because we give drugs to treat HIV/AIDS. We help with malaria prevention. It's a spraying to prevent malaria. 2/3 of the people who do that have been let go. And now you're going to have kids die because they're going to get malaria and we aren't doing the prevention. So it's just a human failing. But beyond the human failing, it also is terrible in terms of our influence in the world. I mean, China is going to come in. They're going to help take care of people in these countries, and we're going to be seen as abandoning them. And we are giving more and more of the world to go in China's sphere of influence than the U.S. influence.
Very well said, and thanks to Representative Khanna for coming on the show. Democrats are now engaging more with digital media, and they're getting the message out there that Elon Musk is not fighting for you. He's not even fighting for America. He's fighting for his own personal and corporate interests, and we will continue to hammer that home with the help of you guys. Thank you for everything. Drop a like, subscribe, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.